Nacho, 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 nacho,
Hey, what's going on everyone? So, I thought I'd done the most comprehensive video on the Wahl Legend, and then you guys started leaving questions for me in the comments, and I realised there's some things that I missed out. So do you know what? I said, I'm going to quickly do another video just to cover off some of the questions that have been asked in the comments section in my in-depth review, so that you guys can get the information that you want to know. And there is some really important information. So firstly, let me just say thank you to everyone that's liked the video, that's left comments, and there's been some really great questions. So first question I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to use my iPad here to assist me so I don't miss out on any of the questions that were given. So firstly, shout out to the Market Barber, because he gave me a really good question next week, which just gives some clarity. And actually, I had to go back to Wahl to get some clarifications on some things that I was told at Salon International when I bought the Wahl Legend, which has proved to be not completely accurate. So I want to give some clarification to that. So this is what the question I got from the Market Barber. So firstly, he said, thanks for the comparison, no problem at all. Then he said, can I ask that you mentioned that the lever opens from a 000 to a 1. Do you know if this refers to a plastic guard number 1, which is 3mm in length, in terms of the hair length, or a detachable blade number 1, which on Wahl system is a 2.4mm hair length that it cuts to? Okay, this is a really good question, and it allows me to clarify some points. So, as I told you in my unboxing video, Wahl have seemed to have stopped doing certain things like putting on, for example, with the extended range, they don't actually tell you what the hair cutting length is. They used to do this on some of their older clippers. They'd put on a box that you would know what the cutting length was when you didn't have a guard on the clipper. They've stopped doing this now, and they've also stopped putting what the RPMs of the motor of the clipper blade are now. So basically, I went back to Wahl because I didn't have the information, but I have now been given the information which actually clarifies what the cutting length is. Now, when I was at the Wahl booth at Salon International, I was told it was a 000 opening up to a number 1. Okay, now that is not actually true, and I want to clarify what it does actually cut to. So it goes from a 000 up to 1.7mm cutting length. So just to break that down, this is a continuation of going in depth. So I've got here my Wahl Seniors, and I've got the Wahl Legends. So commonly, if you're using, say, like a Seniors, a magic clip, you'll know when you've got the bail arm closed, that will be 000. When you've got the bail arm open, that is 0.5. Okay, so now in Wahl's guard system, the step up from this level is this half guard that they have released. So when you put the half guard on and you have it closed, that is a what we refer to in the UK as a fake 0.5. Okay, and then when you open it up, it opens up to a 0.75 or 0.7, some people call it. Alright, so after that, you then go up to then the 1 guard, which is that 3mm length when you've got the bail arm closed. So what have they done with the Legend? In essence, with the Legend, you no longer need this half guard comb. Okay, so the Legend closes at 000, but it opens all the way up to what would be the 0.5 guard on a, actually let me flip this around, so I hope I'm not confusing you guys here. So let's do this again. So Wahl Legend closed is 000. When you open it up fully, it is the same as having a 0.5 guard on a magic clip or on a super taper or on a senior with the bail arm open. It opens up to 0.75. So with the Legend, you don't need to even put this comb on, because it can go all the way to this length without a guard on. Now, I think where the advice I'd been given at the Wahl booth was a bit misleading, is that you can fade from this 0.75 straight into then a number one guard. That would be, say, your next step. So after that 0.75, you'd have your one guard on, bail arm closed, and it fades into the one guard, which is 3mm, but it's not actually a 3mm length when the guard's off and the bail arm's open. So I hope that gives clarity to everyone. And the way I've been fading with it, I've basically been doing that. So I've been fading when I've been doing skin fades, even when I did my own hair. I've just basically gone from 000, opened it all the way up to 0.75, and then I've then blended into the number one, doing it that way. Okay, so that clarifies that for you guys. All right, let's get to next question, which was a good one. Where was it now? All right, so it keep you waiting. Oh, here we go. So this question I had from Aidan, that was, do the Legends open up as much as the Wahl Masters? So the answer to that simply is actually no. Okay, so the Wahl Masters actually goes from a 000, and it opens all the way up to a detachable blade number one on the Anderson Wahl detachable blade system, which is 2.4mm. Okay, so the Masters goes from 000 to 2.4mm, a detachable blade number one. Okay, where, as I've just mentioned, the Wahl Legend opens up to 1.75. So the Masters does have a greater range than the Wahl Legend. Okay, that's that question answered. And then finally, actually, there's another question, but then there's also another point that was made in the comments, which was a really good point, which I was really grateful for. Okay, where's this other question gone? Ah, here we are. So the question was from Angel Gonzalez. Thank you very much for the question. It was, are you able to take out the skin line from a trimmer with this wedge blade? Okay, right, so answer to that is yes and no. It depends what you're doing. So if you're doing, say, a bald fade where you're using a foil shaver, if you were using a foil shaver, you couldn't take out the line from a foil shaver with the Wahl Legend at that 000. You would need to use a trimmer first to take out the line from the foil shaver, and then you could take out the line from, say, a trimmer like a Babyliss Pro FX or a Wahl Detailer Li, whatever it is you use. You can take out that line with the 000 on the Wahl Legend with the wedge blade, but you wouldn't take it out if you were using a foil shaver and then trying to go straight in with the Wahl Legend. So that's the answer to that, and thank you again for that question. It was a really good question. Then the other point that was made, which was a good one for me, so I didn't actually realise that Wahl have changed their charging system with their current version of the Wahl Senior and Magic Clip. So I've had my Magic Clip, as I've said before, I think it's 3.5 years. I've had my Wahl Senior since they originally launched, which is probably now, what, about 2 years. So I had it where it still had the old charging connection, but I was informed by Manch Barber, a great follower of mine who's always posting comments and encouraging messages. Thanks a lot, Manch, for just pointing this out, that with the current versions of the Magic Clip and the Wahl Seniors, they do actually have the same charging connection as the Wahl Legend. So in my in-depth video I said it was a different connection. That would be true if you're using, say, the original version of the Magic Clip and Wahl Seniors, but they have upgraded it, from what I've been told now, to have the current charging plug set up on it. So guys, yeah, that's it for me. I might have some more questions that come through. If they do, I'll try and answer them for you. But I hope you found this little kind of top-up video useful. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll be back again with another video soon. Take care, guys. Peace.